Super Smash Bros. Is my favorite video game crossover series and fighting game series thanks to Nintendo. The people behind the Detective Pikachu movie, which was a satisfactory video game film adaptation, talked about making a Super Smash Bros. Movie. And with Min Min being in Smash Ultimate for about a month, I think I should share some suggestions on how the movie could work. Just so you know, I don't expect the film crew to do everything I say, only want to make them aware of a few concerns and some things that might pump people up. Have your stock on you so I don't accidentally KO you on this list. Hey, I'm Owen, the fiction fanboy, and here are the top 5 important things for the Super Smash Bros. Movie. It must be animated. The way I see it, there are 2 types of characters in the entire roster. We have the cartoony characters, and most of them attract kids. And then you see humans that are in the games for the more grown-up and could be portrayed in live action. Shall they appear in a movie? Thing is, some characters can be suited for live action, some can't. Some have already experienced live action, and results are mixed to negative. Also, are there any other animated video game theatrical adaptations besides the Angry Birds movies? My biggest reason for wanting the Super Smash Bros. Movie to be animated is that all the Super Smash Bros. Games have been done with the use of animation anyway. I can already predict that there's going to be some CGI or special movement involved in the movie, so maybe make the characters, locations, and everything around them in animation, like Pixar, Blue Sky, Illumination, or any other current animation company. It can't have too many characters. With each sequel, the roster gets bigger and bigger, whether you count the clone characters or not. Super Smash Bros. On the Nintendo 64 started out with 8 playable characters and 4 unlockable ones. Fast forward all the way to Ultimate, and the final total of characters will be around 90 by the time all DLC has been released. Around 90 fighters in Ultimate, including the Echo Fighters? Yeah, and movie fans know that so many characters in movies usually lead to too many plot lines, while those who have watched the Smash Directs in 2018 were mindful that Sakurai couldn't make individual story arcs for over 70 fighters. Basing the first Smash movie on the first game in the series by using around 8 to 12 characters can make us keep track of things pretty easily, though those who seek other characters can hope for sequels or spin-offs. Overpopulation is bad in the world, and it's no better in film. It needs a good villain. Kind of following up the previous entry, too many villains in one story is just as bad as having so many characters of any and every category. The villains that are playable in the sequels are basically good guys when compared to Sakurai's more original main antagonists like Brawl's Taboo, 4's Master Core, and Ultimate's Galeem and Darkon. Once again, I advise starting simple, so let's look at the very first boss in the series, Master Hand. Now a few of you are probably thinking that he shouldn't be the villain since he can't really talk, yet movies don't necessarily require primary characters talking a lot. WALL-E is a fantastic film where the robot with that name mostly makes noises throughout his screen time. Another thing to know is that humans can communicate using sign language, so maybe Master Hand can play his game that way. Regardless of who the villain is, he or she needs good motivations on why evil is happening. It can't be a copy of other movies. To say that Hollywood is running out of ideas would be both true and false. We mostly get sequels, prequels, reboots, and movies that try to pretend to be like the victorious ones and fail. Justice League wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen, but I am going to tell you that it desperately tried to be Marvel's Avengers, and Avengers, it was not. Nevertheless, crossovers and cinematic universes often see characters teaming up to stop a gigantic threat from destroying or conquering the world they live in. Animated movie industries are sadly not invincible either, as a certain piece of poop wanted nothing more than to be 3 gems at once, and the outcome was devastating. At least until an apology present came not long after the disaster. On one hand, I do adore having heroes against enemies. On the other hand, I need to see movies be their own thing quite respectfully in order to stand out and get some new and old supporters. It has to be as successful as Subspace Emissary and World of Light. Every other thing I discussed in this video leads up to this major requirement I want to see fulfilled. Love or hate Brawl, one particular highlight of that game was the Subspace Emissary story, and said story was where Brawl's adventure mode did justice to Melee's adventure mode. Disappointed is the feeling people, including myself, had when we didn't see a story mode in Smash 3DS or Wii U. In spite of the little complaint about those two similar games, the big crossover creator did give us a chance at a new way of experiencing every character in one world by revealing the World of Light story in the Spirits section of Ultimate. Furthermore, if I may, we were informed on the shortage of cutscenes due to the huge amount of playable characters. The story modes are a big factor for the Smash community as well as the pop culture fandom as a whole. And some Easter eggs, not a truckload of them, would be nice to get the folk interested without trying to set up a cinematic universe too soon. A fighting game film adaptation can prevail, and the theatrical story will ought to welcome every die-hard admirer across Earth. Want more fiction? Then please do what my friends say, comment below, and follow me on Instagram for thumbnail previews and teasers for upcoming YouTube videos. Fiction Fanboy has finished this video. Everyone keep fantasizing, and good night-o!